All right, Miami Valley Christian Academy Athletic Director Kevin Greves. Kevin, it's the winter season. You guys have an athletic program. People might not be aware of it. What types of winter opportunities are here?
The main thing, Scott, is basketball. We have basketball all the way from actually elementary all the way to high school, girls and boys. That's our huge winter sport. We also have cheerleading for middle school and high school, and then we just started a bowling program the last couple of years, and that's a great opportunity for the students who don't want to participate in basketball. It gives them a great outlet, and so we have a bowling team as well.
And you're in a unique situation here, one of the schools that has kids from a lot of levels, and you're, is this your first senior class or second? It hasn't been many, right?
This is actually, will be our fifth, actually.
Okay.
The high school's been
That's
in
good.
business for about 5 years now. Before this building, we actually started in the other building. But this is about 5 years in this building, yeah.
So your basketball team now, how many seniors, what's the makeup of like girls and boys basketball here?
Sure. We've got several seniors. It's primarily, the good news is it's primarily underclassmen, so that's good news for the future, but we have a few seniors on both the girls and the boys. Some freshmen, and then as you mentioned, some students that attend other schools who maybe couldn't make their team at a big school, but they are here at MVCA.
And right now you're not OHSAA, but you will be fairly soon.
Right. The goal is to get back into OHSAA as soon as the numbers allow, and that we hope to accomplish that in the next maybe 2 years.
Okay, the competition that you're playing, is it a set league, or are they schools similar to what you have?
Yeah, we're not in a league yet. That's one of our other goals we're trying to accomplish. But we play small Christian schools, we play small private schools, we play small public schools. So we play a gamut of other schools.
I would think the idea at some point, though, would be to get to the point where you maybe can go, you're in the Anderson Township area, so would you want to on occasion go play in Anderson, a Turpin, a McNicholas, or someone like that just to see how things fare?
Yeah, depending on the sport, obviously. We wouldn't do that in some sports, but some we could compete. For instance, our girls volleyball team, which is a fall sport, but we play some of the bigger schools there because we can do a little more, we can compete a little more with that. Obviously, we wouldn't do that in football or something like that because we would maybe potentially get our guys hurt, but we've got to use wisdom on that. But yeah, we play some bigger schools in some sports.
Okay, to get a location for you, for those that might not be aware, you're basically where the old Newtown Elementary is off of School Street in Newtown. It's a growing area around here, and you have some new facilities. It's not just the old building.
Correct. We've been really blessed, Scott. I've got people come in from public schools who've never been into our new high school, and they'll walk in our gym and they'll say, wow, this is very nice. So quality, they did a really nice job when they built this. They sure did.
How challenging is it to come to a place like this and develop it? I would think in a way it's got to be fun every day.
It is. I tell people all the time, Scott, it's one of the greatest things I've ever done, but it's one of the hardest things I've ever done, most challenging. To be able to create something from nothing is a little harder than I thought, to be honest with you, because I came from a public school system and have been there forever, participated in sports, and I ignorantly thought in a couple of years we can get this thing going, no problem. But it takes a lot of time with working with parents, players, and coaches to make that happen.
Now, where was the school that you were at prior?
Well, I was not out of school. I was talking about when I was in
school.
Okay,
all right.
Yeah, when I was in school. This is my first athletic directing job.
But that's got to be challenging and fun too.
It is. It's very challenging and fun. My favorite, though, is working with the students, student athletes. I love it. That's what gets me up in the morning.
And you have a little bit of family background. You told me your father-in-law is the former Anderson football coach, Carl Seymour, who once taught me in math, and we won't go into what my scores were, but he was a good teacher.
Yes, Carl, back in the 70s, was the head coach of Anderson High School, did a great job there. He was also, after leaving Anderson, he went to, I believe, Connor over in northern Kentucky and was an assistant coach for a while with them.
The kids that you're getting are coming from this area, or how far away do they come to come here?
Yeah, good question. They're primarily from the area radius of maybe 20 miles or so from school. The Anderson Townships, the Milford area, Glen Estes, Marymount. But once in a while, we'll have somebody from the west side of town to show up.
And what you're after, obviously, you want to have a great athletic program. You've got new facilities. You're well on your way. People are starting to hear about you. But this is not any type of a mill or anything like this. You're here for a purpose, and you're happy with the size of where you're at, and you're maybe after a different kid, or is that fair to say?
Yeah, to say we're happy with the size, we want obviously to grow. I would like to eventually get to the point where our high school is a couple hundred people, a couple hundred students. We're about half of that now. But what we're looking for is the parent, the student that says, not only would I like to play some sports, but I'd like to be able to be under the direction of some great coaches who invest in my child for the bigger purpose, bringing boys to young men and young ladies and girls to young ladies, and the whole concept of life. What we do here will carry over to so many areas of their life, not just on the basketball court.
All right, Kevin, thank you very much, and we appreciate your time, and good luck to you.
Thank you.